between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Key. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Berry. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's Chase.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, and whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in, got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Noles! The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Orlando. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Got the 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Orlando. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. Release to the back. This time on target. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Inside the 25. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The give to the tailback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that touchdown touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Keeps it and gets the first down. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. And understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sperry. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throwing on the run. Catch in stride inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Noles will boot it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Orlando. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Orlando. Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is the defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Knolls.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game. And it doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going. And when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. Breaks into the open. Knocked down for the tackle. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. Now the pitch. Turns it on in midfield. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Miami. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the backhand. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Finds a little space. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
35, Florida State, 7.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one.
Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. He wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Seminoles. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Sends it downfield. Hauls in the deep ball. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, This offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Canes. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Noles headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Florida State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Fires to the right. All by himself. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this.
Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Fakes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
He might want another play. Gonna look downfield again. He wants to go deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays. but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. To come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch on the left. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. What an abject disaster by this guy, running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in. And